Good morning, Packers fans. Aaron Nagler here with your Packers Daily Chat, coming to you live on the Cheesehead TV social channels. It is Friday. The weekend stretches out before us. Championship weekend, NFC and AFC championships taking place. Sans Green Bay Packers. So you know what? There's the upside, people. Stress-free weekend watching great football. Teams that actually know how to close the deal and perform in the playoffs. Hey, that's right. I'm going to be sat on my couch on Sunday. I'll tell you that. One of the best weekends of the year. I hope you're all doing well. Hello to everybody in the comments section. Let's give a quick instant shout out to our good friends over at DraftKings, the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Through the NFL playoffs, they have a huge offer. Counting down to Super Bowl 56, new customers can get 56 to 1 odds. Win any game, bet just $5 and win 280 in free bets when your team is victorious. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code Cheesehead. I cannot stress this enough. Promo code Cheesehead and get 56 to 1 odds on any NFL team. Bet just $5 and win 280 in free bets if your team wins. That's promo code Cheesehead at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Get it, folks. You know you want to. Get all over it. Hello to everybody in the comments. Hope you're all doing well. Starting with Ed. Thank you for the super chat, Ed. Packers fans since 65. Rodgers has been a blessing, but his trade value will never be higher. No repeat of the 70s and 80s, please. Time to turn the page. I mean, yeah, you can't expect him to continue to churn out MVP seasons and then turn around and be able to trade him, say, next year, another year older, wherever he would be headed to. That's one fewer year of availability in his new environs. I tend to agree that, yeah, this is probably the peak as far as his value and the assets they could get in return. But I suspect they'll take their time. Rodgers will obviously take his time, but they will look at the possibility. I thought Tom Silverstein had a great column over there at the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel this morning about the many options, including all the cap ramifications. You guys know where I stand. I would do it. I would pull the trigger. Get your King's ransom. Get Jordan Love on the field. Start his development, and working towards whether he is the answer or not at quarterback. You probably have to, pretty much resign yourself to a down year in 2022. But in that NFC North, in that division, you still got a chance to win it, given everything that all the other teams are going through. So if there's a year I want to get Jordan Love out on the field as a starter, it's probably this year. But the Packers may feel differently. They may want to elongate it. They may want to hold on to Rodgers as long as they can, which, again, I understand it. He gives you the best chance to win right now. At some point, though, you got to look to the future. I think that point has arrived. We'll see if the Packers agree. Ed, I know you agree. Big B is here. What's up, Big B? John, thanks for the super chat. Nags, please remind Packers fans that the NFL isn't fantasy football, and Russell Wilson, etc., are not coming here if we move 12. Well, yeah, Russell Wilson would be a shock, yes. But, I think it was Ben Allbright put out that, if the Packers were to make the trade with Denver, that, Marcus Mariota may be part of the package. And I think that actually makes sense. If you do have Jordan Love as your starter, Mariota, who has familiarity with LaFleur as a veteran backup, I think that makes a lot of sense. Obviously, he probably have to come in and compete with Benkert, but I don't discount the idea or the possibility that they're going to continue to acquire quarterbacks. I think that's a smart thing. But Russell Wilson, or I know Deshaun Watson has been floated out there too. Yeah, that I don't see. That would be a shock. Dylan, thank you for the super chat. Regardless of QB, I hope Matt LaFleur goes scorched earth next year and runs this offense how he wants. Run the ball. Dylan, you're assuming he wants to run the ball. I don't think he does. I think he likes throwing it around. You think he likes spreading it out and chucking it. And look, in the current state of the NFL, that is the way to go. You want to throw it all over the yard. I get it. The entire game, the entire league is set up for success through the air. And that is the best way, the best path to victory. However, my contention when I'm always talking about running the ball more, running it more effectively, is the run game, the physicality in the run game especially, helps your quarterback. And it feels weird to say because obviously what does the quarterback do on that play? He just hands the ball off, right? But it helps the front. It helps your offensive line get into a better rhythm. It helps take pressure off your quarterback, whether it is an aging veteran or a young starter. If you've got in his prime Aaron Rodgers, like back in 2012, 13, what have you, by God, yes, spread it out 5 wide every play. I don't running game. Why run when you can win? That's what Corey and I used to say. But given where this quarterback is right now, or where they may be with Jordan Love next year, running the ball becomes such an asset. And I don't need them running it 25, 30 times a game, but they do need to run it more effectively to help not only take pressure off their quarterback, but also set up things you can work off the running game, whether that's play action, whether it's the boot game. A lot of that disappeared this year. And I think that was to their detriment. So I hear you, man. I hear you on the run game. Jano, thanks for the super chat. Kuhn for special teams, very knowledgeable and good motivator. Heavens, what is taking so long for Drayton to be fired? It's only been a few days, Jano. Relax. It's all good. But John Kuhn, man, he's so good on the radio and working in media. I don't want him on the coaching staff, and I don't think he wants to coach. LT86, thanks for the super chat. Pound the ball, stop the run. This is the way. I mean, I would love to pound the ball in a game like we saw Saturday night. They were just unable to. Now, of course, they are working with a very makeshift offensive line. I understand that. But it seemed like they tried after their initial script. Every run play seemingly was okay, we're gonna run it in the A gap. Well, that didn't work. Let's run it in the A gap again. I mean, over and over and over. I mean, there didn't seem to be any kind of even attempt to try much of anything else. So, yeah, I don't know. Nags, you are second to none. Thanks, Rob. That's really nice of you to say. GPP Daily, what's up, man? Thanks for the super chat. You've got one question for Andrew Brand about the Packers situation. What would it be? I don't know. I talk to Andrew all the time, actually. I know Andrew's got such a great perspective, right? Obviously, he was in the building for such a long time. He was there the whole transition from Favre to Rodgers, but he has not been in that building for a very long time. He probably knows most of the players involved as far as like Murphy, Gutekunst, etc. But I don't think he's intimately knowledgeable about the discussions that are ongoing, right? I mean, he has a very, very intelligent, very informed take. There's no question about that. But I mean, he's kind of guessing like everybody else outside the building. That said, what I would ask Andrew, one question. I don't know. Like, I would ask for details about. It wouldn't even be about this situation. I'd be asked for details about Favre demanding a trade, since Favre keeps denying it. I need the details. Soder, thanks for the super chat. Yes, the playoff frustration and QB drama blows, but in the end, I'm still a fan of the greatest professional sports franchise that has ever graced the shores of North America. How great it is. Well stated, Soder. Luddites unite. Good job, buddy. Mm-hmm. Does defense still win championships, Matt? I believe so. I think you got to have a defense, and especially in the playoffs, you have to have a defense. It's the one, they always say a running game and a defense is what travels. I think San Francisco certainly showed that. But yeah, defense still. I mean, you're not winning a defense with a terrible. You're not winning a championship with a terrible defense. Now, do you need the 85 Bears? Do you need the 2000 Ravens? No, but you better have a defense. You got to get some stops, What else we got? Don Vito, thanks for the super chat. Have we become the equivalent of Manchester United in the Premier League? A good team, but not great enough to win trophies? I mean, all evidence suggests yes. I mean, pick your poison as far as which team that continually knocked on the door and couldn't ever get in and seal the deal. History of sports is littered with them, and Man U is as good as any. Jano, thanks again. I don't think A-Rob would leave. He won't want to leave Bakhtiari. I mean, I think it goes way beyond a personal relationship with a player. Now maybe he comes back and says, "I just didn't want to leave David Bakhtiari," but I doubt it. Chris, thanks for the super chat. Good morning. I'm at peace with whatever happens. We're reaching the acceptance phase. Good, good. We get better on special teams and a stud defense. Shift the focus with either quarterback. Go Pack Go. Then, now, and forever. P.S. Don't forget the bread and milk. Yeah, the snow started this morning actually. We ain't quite at bread and milk levels yet though. Although nothing will ever beat when I lived in North Carolina my first year. Actually, it was a Monday night, and there was a storm coming, and I wanted to get home to watch the Packers take on the 49ers on Monday Night Football. It was the game where Don Beebe had this huge game, and Chris Jackie kicked the winning field goal at the end. But that night, there was a storm coming to Winston-Salem, and a snowstorm, and they had projected like just under an inch of snow. And I stopped at the store on the way home. I was going to get some beer, and all the shelves were just gone out. Everything was out. No bread, no milk, whatever. And I said to the guy, I was like, What happened? Like, did you get like? Was there? You have not have a shipment or something?" And he was like, "Oh, didn't you didn't you hear? There's a storm coming." It's like, what? Like an inch of snow, out of milk, out of bread, all the provisions, batten down the hatches. It's just hilarious. Jim, thanks for the super chat. Let Russ cook the books. Well played, Jim. Well played. Speaking of well played, let's give a shout out to the GOAT, the man, the myth, the legend himself. That's right, Charles Woodson and Woodson Whiskey. That's right. It's available now in Wisconsin. Head to woodsonwhiskey.com to find a store near you where you can pick some up, or you can order it right off the site, delivered direct to your door. Woodson Whiskey. If it wasn't your game day whiskey, it is now. Do it, people. Look at Charles saying, "Hey, what's up? I'm the man. I'm the myth. I'm the legend." Charles Woodson. Gotta love it. Garrett, thanks for the super chat. Analysis of the Barry D versus the Petten D now. I haven't done much of a deep dive. I mean, I look at the All-22 every week as far as like matchups and how they played and kind of, you know, trying to really see the safety rotation for the most part because you can't see that on broadcast. But I haven't really gone and looked at much of a comparison. I did ask Matt because the rankings are the exact same. You know, they literally finished the exact overall ranking in defense and the exact same in scoring defense as they did under Petten the year before. But I do think you see a really good foundation, a really good base as far as when they were clicking their first year in the system. You saw some really good stuff, some really promising stuff. And there was that stretch where they played really well. Kind of fell off towards the end of the regular season. We know the struggles, especially with mobile quarterbacks. But that performance in a playoff game against a really good, powerful running team and offense that had, gone up and down the field against the Cowboys the week before, the Packers shut them right down. So, I think it's definitely pointed. The arrow is pointing in the right direction. There's always work to be done. Big question marks as far as personnel. Devondre Campbell, to a lesser extent, Rasul Douglas. I mean, Campbell's the big one. I mean, he is definitely the thing that makes that all work and go. And they've got to figure out a way to get him back. But with Petten, to me, the nicest change between the two would be there was a lot less. There was still a little bit of this, but there was a lot less kind of fire drill where, "Oh, you're in. No, I'm in. Oh, God, we're specialized. So we've got to get three guys. Oh, no, we got three DBs. No, we got two safeties, and we've got a linebacker over here, and blah, blah, blah." And guys running in and out on every fucking play. And then sometimes having to take timeouts because of it. The fire drill aspect of it. I mean, they were still specialized to a degree, but it just seemed to get way overwrought with Petten, and it cost them on a number of occasions. And I think Joe has done a really good job, both in that regard. And then, of course, the other thing is just the tackling is so much better. And I doubt that's very much scheme related, but it is definitely Joe Barry related. I mean, same staff, a lot of the same people on the field, and their tackling was so much better this season. So that's a testament to Joe. What else we got here? What else we got here, folks? Oh, Garrett, thanks so much. Cyril, what's up, buddy? How are you doing? Haven't seen you in ages. Hope you're well. Thinking about Brom in 2006, would you be surprised if we take a quarterback in the second round? Sounds crazy, but history tends to repeat. Thanks for what you do, man. That's a good question. I again, as I stated a couple minutes ago, I think you're always looking to acquire quarterbacks, or you should be. It's interesting that Ted Thompson really didn't follow the Ron Wolf method of kind of always drafting quarterbacks, right? He was always drafting QBs. Obviously not with premier picks, but he was always, the Hasselbecks, the Aaron Brooks, Brunells, whoever, always had guys kind of coming through his system, right? I hope Gutekunst kind of gets back to that. He hasn't done much of it so far, but I just think it's smart. So no, I don't think it would be crazy to see him take a quarterback in the second round. Second round, you say that, like, who knows? It could be in any round, third, fourth, whatever. And then if and when he does, Twitter will burn. I can't wait. Can't wait. Kevin, thanks for the super chat. Buffalo, Dallas, and Chargers, or LA Chargers? Yes. Had almost 2 decades of Kelly Allen, Romo, Dak, and Rivers Herbert, but were underachieving assholes for only winning 2 Super Bowls. Oh, Kevin, the quarterback thing. The only winning 2 Super Bowls. I have completely shut that off. Like, I get why people say it. I get why fans of other teams have to go there because it's all they have usually. I understand it, but guess what? And I know I have a different perspective because I'm older. But like, I lived through the 70s and 80s. 2 Super Bowls in my lifetime? Are you kidding me? Yes, I enjoyed both of them immensely. And by the way, the entirety of those 2 quarterback reigns, I enjoyed watching my team win a boatload of football games. Had a great time, drank beer, talked with friends, shouted at the opponents, enjoyed every second of it. So yeah, oh my God, oh no, only 2 Super Bowls, and I had a great time. Thanks for playing. Yeah, I just dismiss all of that. It's hilarious. Alex, thanks for the super chat. I am against Love, as you know, but to be honest, I want him to play and prove me wrong or right. Give him a year so then I can gloat or shut the F up. Yeah, but even if it's a year, see, this is what I don't understand. People are so dogmatic and it has to, like, after 1 year, it will be proven. No. If after 1 year of Aaron Rodgers starting, where would you have been? They won 6 games. 6 games. People are so quick to just like want to move on and just make determinations off of a very, very, very small sample size. 1 year as a starter is nothing. So the Bills should have cut Josh Allen after his first year as a starter, apparently. You know what I mean? Like, let things breathe, man. Let it go. Fred, thanks for the super chat. Rodgers, Love, Brom, Huntley, Favre, don't care. Just bring back our assets on D. Get Kenny help. Firing Mo wouldn't be all that bad either. Go Pack Go. It'd be amazing if they brought back Favre now, wouldn't it? Favre watch. Let's go. Get it. I kick ass. Thanks for the super chat. If 12 comes back, I've assumed he won't all year. Does that mean they absolutely trade Love? No. I think they let him sit for a third year, much like Aaron Rodgers did. Eric, thanks for the super chat. What will affect Rodgers' stock more, winning another MVP or losing another playoff game? That's a really good question, Eric. I think it's in the eye of the beholder, right? If you're a warm weather team or a dome team and you're looking at Aaron Rodgers and you think you add Rodgers, that means playoffs, I think you're pulling the trigger. And I think the MVP certainly does more for his value, right? But if you're a cold weather team and you're thinking playoffs and you see that performance, I think you could go, maybe not so much. JJ, thanks for the super chat. Finally became a Patreon member. Thank you so much for the support. Question: what if Aaron Rodgers simply refuses to restructure his contract or Green Bay or in a trade? Does he then get released? No, he will not be released. There will be no releasing of Aaron Rodgers. As far as refusing to restructure his contract, he's under contract for 1 more year. The Packers clearly would like to do something about that cap hit, but it sure sounds like they're in a spot where whatever the way forward ends up being, they will work together on this. It doesn't feel as acrimonious and as contentious as last summer, but who knows, man? Things could be bubbling. Chris, thanks for the super chat. Won 6 games, but Rodgers played pretty well. In spurts, yes. He played okay. He also had some rough moments. Oh, so wait. Oh, so only Rodgers could play well, but also have his team lose games? Interesting. Very interesting. Kevin King back next year. Ooh, Sly. Good question. That's a really good question. I doubt it, but who knows, man? Brian seems to love the guy. So, and I actually think he played pretty darn well down the stretch. I loved the package that they started utilizing late in the year where they had him sometimes in the A gap. There was a specific play against the 49ers where they had him mugging the A gap, and then he fell off towards Kittle, and Jimmy was literally looking over there. He had a linebacker and King dropping into that zone, and it took away the read, and the Packers got a sack on the play. I mean, I don't know. My initial gut reaction is no, probably not. But like I said, Brian likes him, and he's played a lot of football for them, knows the scheme, just can't stay on the field, right? It's been his case the entirety of his career. I don't know. That's a real coin toss for me. My initial thought is probably not, but who knows? We'll see. All right, everybody, I'm going to have to get going. Can't thank you enough for hanging out, talking Packers each and every day right here on the Cheesehead TV social channels. Please, please, please do me a huge favor and hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and then tell your friends and tell your family, Cheesehead TV, we are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'll talk to you on Monday. Go Pack Go.